Hello and welcome to day 2, episode 2 of clearing out my backyard forest and putting fun things in the area. Today, I do not know fully what I'll be doing yet, but today is my surprise day where I told you at the end of yesterday's episode what I would be maybe doing. So, first thing we need is a tarp, and I don't have any, so we're gonna get one off of Amazon and hopefully it gets here soon. Alright, a tarp has been purchased. Now let's get started on the day. People that do those things, like I just did, where they have the camera, and then they walk past it, and then the video stops, and then they go to another part in the path, and they're walking past the camera again. At the end of yesterday's video, I did that. That took so long just for me to walk a really tiny bit. So I don't understand when people that do that always are taking a very long time, they always say. So, yeah, but I'll do it now. Alright, good morning. It is about 10 a.m. Again, it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, and I guess I can tell you in a minute what I'm going to be doing today. If you watched yesterday's video, oh my god, there's so many bugs again. If you watched yesterday's video, you would notice that I said that Sunday was going to be an all rain day. There was going to be rain from 6 a.m. to basically midnight. That's going to still happen, so I will be building what my surprise was. That tarp is needed because I'm going to be making a little rain covers thing on one of these 2 trees I pointed to yesterday. I'll show you again. And I'm going to be having a little hideout area from the rain if it gets really strong. I'm going to have my chair underneath it there. And I'm going to have a bunch of other things over there. The tarp doesn't get here yet, but we need to work on things to support the tarp. I don't fully know how I'm going to do that, but I think I can do it. Enough sticks, shove the sticks in the ground, put the tarp over it. This is the tree we'll be using for the covering with the tent. I'm first going to be chopping up a few sticks into better pieces, and then we will hit those into the ground, and then when the tarp gets here, we can nail gun the tarp to the wood, and we'll be good to go. Two of those pieces were the smallest pieces we'll be using today. Tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. This one right here, I'm going to be cutting into a few very small pieces. And those pieces will be kind of just the base for the thing. And then there will be cement blocks on top of that. So I'm gonna cut maybe that much off of it. Alright, we got these 2 pieces. I haven't bit my mosquito. He keeps chasing me. I think I just smacked him, but I think I just saw him alive also again at the same time. Yeah, I got bit in the hand. Where is it at? It's like right there, right in the middle where that dot is. That's annoying. So we got these. These will be the bottom. Those other ones will be kind of like in the middle. And then the top will just be attached to the tree. So other than that, we are done with that. The tarp has arrived at about 12:40, 1 o'clock. Tarp is right there. We need to set it up. I've actually gotten my strawberry acai to actually be perfect. And I like it so much now. Unicorn Frappuccino released today. Tried that. Pretty good, but every now and then, take a sip of it. That sour topping stuff will accidentally sometimes get mixed in with the drink itself, and it'll just go, you'll go from sweet to just, and it'll go all sour all of a sudden. Like, the sourness itself isn't too sour, but going from really sweet to really sour in like half a second is the worst thing ever. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I will get building on the hideout area. Definitely did good there. This will definitely protect me from the rain tomorrow. And it looks awesome. I like it a lot. You're sitting, if you saw in that final bit of the time lapse right before I started raking everything, I put down the pole to hold it up further, and you're actually sitting on that. So that works for two things. It works for sitting my phone on it. I don't know how good it's gonna work, but set my phone on it. Nice breeze coming through here right now. It's really nice in here. It looks a lot nice with this. The other thing I'm a little mad about is the me having to use the pine tree over here. That pine tree right there, that one right there, that's the only thing I'm a little mad about. I wanted to have it so I wouldn't have to use two trees, and it'd kind of be where I have right in the middle there is a point where I can, if I feel like it, I'll put up my inspo on the screen. It's kind of, I just want to have a tarp, and then I want to have one big stick in the front part of the tarp, and then kind of the rest of it's kind of part to the ground, so I can kind of just sit underneath it. I definitely like what I did better, but I did have to put at the cost of using trees instead of one. And the reason I didn't want to do that is because I already mentioned yesterday on yesterday's episode, pine trees around this area. I know up here on top of this hill, there is much more. This is actually the only place I really see the pine trees. Down in the main area I've already worked on, there's not a single pine tree down there. So they're mainly all up here. There's 1, 2, 3, couple more back there. There's actually a pine bush. I don't know what the name of it is. Maybe that. But there's many more pine trees up here than there is down there. But there's still so many less pine trees than there is for normal trees. So I didn't want to use pine tree because nailing into it will injure the tree. it'll have to recover a little bit. But the nails are very, very thin. They're only maybe like a quarter centimeter width. Actually, I'll show you the nails. All right, and that keeps falling off of that right there. So I'm gonna switch over to just using the tripod. Let's get back to the nails. I will show you. I have 4 different variants. I use the largest ones out of all these. I'll start off with the tiniest one and go to the larger. These are very small nails. Here's the second largest ones. And the second smallest ones. Here's the... Is this the third smallest ones or is it the other ones? Yes, oh, here we go. This is the third smallest ones. These are the longest ones. But this one has a wider... Wait a minute. The other ones have a wider area at the top to hit compared to the other one. But they are a little bit shorter. So I used 4 of these on each of the trees. It probably didn't do not much damage, but yeah, it's definitely gonna work. And if you didn't notice, I'll show you in a minute. I'll rest for a bit. But back there, we could see you can really slightly see the green rods back here. They're bending so much because of the weight of the tarp. I mean, adding 4 of them definitely was the option, but it is definitely, oop, I just smushed a worm, my bud. Oh no, he's fine. I'll show you. These right here, they are bending so much. There's 4 of them, but they are bending a lot. I'm actually gonna give you the whole tour of the thing. All right, here you're walking in the entrance. It is at a good height. I will say that. I'm standing fully, and I've probably got, I'm standing right in the middle, probably got another foot and a half extra up there. It's probably about like, I don't know, 7-foot ceilings, probably like 1.5 feet extra than what I'm tall wise. So probably like 7-foot ceilings. I don't know. But yeah, so we got 4 rods over there. We got my chair right here when it downpours or I just get tired and want to sit down there, I can do it. A bug flew in my mouth again earlier, and that is so annoying. Like, he went all the way down here, and he was like down there for a minute, and then he went all the way down. But they're so annoying. It's happened like 3rd time this week that's happened to me. There is one tree I'm eyeing over there that's invasive. I can go cut it down. Maybe get a cool shot of me cutting it down. It is a tree that the lanternflies like to hang out around. So I hope there's not too many, or if any, on it. Pokeweed next to it. Pokeweed's my enemy. So invasive. Invasive tree. There's so many invasive trees over here. Wait a minute. I'll show you. We've got pokeweed, this invasive tree right here, and all of these invasive bushes over here that are like everywhere. And also, I don't know why, but those invasive bushes are all dead for some reason. Bird. Hope this doesn't land on me. I want to push it that way whenever I'm done. But this will look really good if I make it get it properly. Alright. Jordan cut this part. Alright, here we go. Keep going. Do not come my way. Alright, okay. Whew. I knew that would happen because it wouldn't fall all the way because of all these bushes here. But once these bushes die over this winter, they'll be gone. Leave my mark. All right, if anyone wants to know my marking I do in trees, that is it, to mark that I cut down. And I always do that because if there's a tree that I don't know that's down that I didn't know I cut down, then I can just check the initial things on it, and now tell me who cut down that tree. I'm gonna head out that way because I know my way around going that way. Hope there's no snakes. I haven't been through this way in a while. If I really want to, I can sleep out here tonight, but I need to lock in if I wanted to. And now I need to I would need to clean out my tent and everything. And I know that would take like 4 hours because there's probably a bunch of animals in there. I'm gonna go open it actually. Oh, I'm a little scared actually. Oh my God. Opened it once before and that was enough to send shivers down my spine. Alright. Definitely not gonna sleep in there unless I can clean it out fully. And there was a honey. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's just take a look at all of those bugs up there. Oh my God, if I bonk this meat tea. Oh my God. Oh, and your wig fell out from there and landed in there. It's clean in here, I think. I think I'm just gonna wait until winter. Oh, that's a big one. You're gonna watch chickens eat this way, right? He hates shoes. Oh my God! I've made up my mind on what I'm gonna do for the tent. I think I'm gonna wait till the first frost happens. I know that's kind of stupid because then that means if I want to sleep outside, I have to endure the frost. But if I do that, it will make it so the animals go away. And I've slept outside in the frost before. Coldest I've ever slept out here was, I think it was 26 degrees low. And that doesn't seem that low, but it is kind of low in this area. And that was in April. It was in early April or it was in late March. I forgot. I think it was in early April. It was 27 degrees, or 26 degrees, 27 degrees. Came down here. It was right after I implemented these guys. I was able to go through with that. It wasn't too difficult. I could survive it. I just weared my jeans, and then I had thick pants above it, and then I had a shirt like this one, and then I had a coat above that. And that was easy to do, but it was very cold in the morning. So I probably can do this fall, but we'll have to see. I do really want a hot tent though. Guten Abend, es ist 7. My phone, battery almost died, so I had to charge it for a while. My battery's very slow, so it took a while. And now it's almost the end of the day, so that's awesome. Yeah, my portable battery was broken, so I couldn't use it. And it was fully charged, but it's broken now. So I can't never use that again. Guess temperature. If you said 74, you're correct. If you didn't, you're wrong. Oh. What could have possibly happened here that attracts that many flies? Let's find out. Do they like the electricity? They laid eggs. A lot of them. They laid eggs there. On the battery. Why? Do they like it? Okay. So I just kind of throw this. Get out of the glove. They're laying the eggs in the gloves too. They still think it's their house. They're still swarming it. Like, it's not their home. I don't know why they think that. I do not know why there's so many flies around here. Like, oh my god. They, for some reason, laid their eggs inside of the gloves and inside the portable battery. I don't know why though. Like, there's no reason to. And there's so many of them. And there's still a bunch of eggs inside of the gloves, but I tried getting rid of most of it. I don't know what I'm working on for the rest of the day. I don't really know if I have anything to work on for the rest of the day is the thing. I have no need to clear out anything else. I've cleared out what I need to, so I don't really need to clear out anything else. I think what I should talk about is sit down for a minute. Let's talk about the entire reason of why I'm starting to record videos for the backyard forest now and why I didn't do it 4 years ago. Like, I've been seeing people doing videos of clearing out backyard forests, or not backyard forests, clearing out forests in general, and putting, like, living there. And I'm not gonna live in my forest. But I do want to make it nice, so I can come back here whenever I'm bored and literally just lay back here. The other tent I checked out earlier, it wasn't good looking. It'll be better in the winter. I can clear it out. But I was looking at hot tents on Amazon to keep myself warm in the winter. And I do not want to get a hot tent that I need to put logs in and keep fire inside of the tent to keep it warm. I would much rather have a hot tent that just is 10 degrees warmer inside than outside temperature. Normal temp's the exact same, but warmer in the inside than on the outside. And I want that, and I want a tiny little sleeping bag that can that reflects the body temperature, the heat from your body, and makes it warm inside the thing. And I was looking it up, and usually in the wintertime here in Pennsylvania, in my area of Pennsylvania, night times are around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, 19, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I could probably put it on the screen if I really feel like it. But if the outside's 19 degrees, the inside of the tent normally is going to be about 29, 30 degrees. Then, if I'm in my sleeping bag, I'll bring the temperature up to around 65, 70, which is good. I want that. And I think that that would be really good in the wintertime. Get one of those hot tents and get one of those sleeping bags, place it over there, and it'd be fun. And also, the reason I have a strategic plan, if I want to sleep out here in the summer, I need to upkeep that tent down there. And during the summertime, if you don't know, deer, bear, every single animal is out in the wild. But during the wintertime, bears are hibernating, only really deer, and they aren't really doing that much. And raccoons, so they also aren't doing much at all. I don't know if they hibernate or not. But having a tent here, further in the forest in the winter, is a better idea than having sleeping out here in the summer. Because if I sleep out here in the winter, further in the forest, I'm not gonna get attacked by an animal potentially. Summertime, much more likely. And down there, I can sleep in the summertime because I can easily get out of the forest within 30 seconds. And I like that. So, that's my plan for that. It's only like $200 for both of those things. The blow-up mattress and the sleeping bag and the tent, which is awesome. But yeah, I gotta figure out why all these flies are around here, and then I'll get back to you. And we'll see if we want to work on anything else for the rest of the day. Alright, I've gotten rid of every single one of them. I've put the gloves in a plastic bag. They're kind of sitting over there. The portable battery is already broken, so I kind of just, hi sweetheart, hi chickie, 1 minute guys. So I threw the gloves away, and then I didn't throw the gloves away, I put them in a plastic bag. Portable battery was already broken, so I just washed the eggs off of it and threw it away. There were a couple flies chasing me on the way back over. Still have no clue why they all decided to lay their eggs there. But yeah, I have never brought this chicken in the forest with me, but Rooster is out right now and she hates him. So I'm just gonna, for our own safety, bring her back with me. I don't even know if she knows where she is, but I can just put her back here and hope she knows better. Put her down. There you go. Alright, so now she's just there. I'll let her walk around, get used to the area. I feel like I'm done for today. There wasn't really much I needed to do today except for put the tarp up. But we gotta do one thing at a time. She's so cute. She's so cute. I'm gonna move my tent, you can come work around here. Are there flies still under here? No. Only a couple in there. In this bin. But their eggs aren't in here. What are they doing in here? Are they laying eggs? Did they start doing that? I'm gonna crash now. Okay. I'm gonna move my chair out in the open so I can enjoy the sunlight for a little bit. So chill. Just walking around, eating bugs. This tree's tall, but it just looks so short for some reason. It's probably like 25, 30 feet tall. That one right there. But it just looks so much shorter than that. Because the leaves on it are so big, it just makes the tree look a lot smaller. One of my trees was kind of like bleeding that I cut out. Is it still doing it? No, it's just really red. And these were like bleeding the other day. I don't know why. Earlier today, that's like 10 a.m. there, start bleeding. You make like a pee spot. Like I can't like pee up here without it being like really visible. I kind of have to like go all the way over here and like in the bushes over here, but then like the neighbors can see, and I don't like that. I need to get like a porta potty. Not a porta potty. That's my deal. That's what I'm making tomorrow. I'm gonna make an area where I can go pee in. I'm gonna go figure out where my spot is. I actually don't know how I'm gonna record, or not record, make something for me to pee in, because I need like a bunch of wood, and I don't really have that. I mean, I can make like a area with covered in like branches and everything. Like if you look at, you cannot see anything behind there. I could pee behind there, but like, do I want to? Alrighty, think I'm done for the night. Pretty good day again. Ooh, I got bit in the leg, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, done for the day. We did enough today. Got that tarp up, which is what I wanted. Looking good. Star area looks good. Kind of just sitting here. Other than that, I'm pretty good for the day. I was sitting here for a bit, learning about some animals that are in my area that I didn't fully learn about yet. Some were like bobcat, and some were elk. I didn't really know I had elk in this area, but I knew we had some bobcats around here. There's only like 75 that live in my county, which is not much, but I would say it's probably only like 150 forests in my county, and my forest is one of those, so there's probably about like a 50-60% chance that there is bobcat in my forest right now. I wouldn't be angry. I don't really think bobcats are that aggressive, And if one came and lunged at me, I could tear that thing apart in like 20 seconds. Like a little, double the size of a house cat, that's not that large. The other thing I was talking about was elk. That I didn't know was in my area. And yeah, an elk would be, whew, elk would terrify me. Elk comes running at me, 1,000-pound monster, she's running at me. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. All you gotta do is learn the skills of when it starts charging at you, hide behind a tree, and then it'll break its antlers after a while. So yeah. I don't know, do I want to do the montage of me slowly leaving? I don't know, do I want to do... Thank you for watching episode 2 of clearing out my backyard forest to make it look nicer. See you in episode 3 tomorrow. That's gonna be a wonderful rain day.